I left off, but I figured after ending so abruptly yesterday, I felt like coming back on here and doing some more stuff. Now, here in just a little bit, I know I'm not doing my normal intro. It's fine. Here in just a little bit, about an hour and a half ish, little more than that, hour and 45 minutes. They're pushing a patch out, right? Patch 7.38 it said, so there's going to be maintenance. The game's going to be offline for a few hours, so I can't stream for too awfully long, but like I said, I wanted to just get back on here and finish what I was doing yesterday. So that's what I'm going to do. So there's a cutscene. Sort of. Well, I don't know what sorcery you worked, but the younglings are back, and I do believe we reached an accommodation. 'Twould seem I was stricter than I imagined, and loosening up a bit has made a great difference. This dance is for the Feast of the Harvest, to give thanks to Nofika and the elementals. There must be no aggression in this dance, lest the matron be angered. It's very, very important. I do realize I haven't made the best first impression, having you fetch my students for me. To make it up to you, would you let me show you the dance? Think of it as a kind of peace offering. It's quite a dance. Here we go. Hey, hey, hey. Getting jiggy with it. Okay. Huzzah! Why, you are a born dancer, dear sir. Right. Okay. Who is you? Huh. Brought a weapon to the sacred dance. Okay. Legasp. Master Beaton, you scared her off. We were having fun. Timbermaster Beaton, wasn't that a sailor song? How do you know it? And never mind how I know. More to the point, what could have troubled Mistress Yedith so? You did. She said you're supposed to be peaceful or the elementals will be upset. You know how uptight she gets. The course of relationships never does run smooth, child. You will all discover this in time. Right. Huh. Anyway, it's 1,000 XP for me. Hooray. Alright. And I think that's all I need to do here. So I guess I'm heading back to Limsalem and I can just teleport. I'm gonna see if it might be cheaper to take an airship. Go to the airship landing. To Limsa. Oh yeah, it's much cheaper, so... Not that I'm super concerned with money, but... You know... Might as well do the cheaper thing. It doesn't take much longer. Well, Gridani is a lovely place, but... And I do have more side quests to go back and do, but I want to follow the main quest for a little bit, perhaps. I mean, I've basically been doing nothing but side questing for the last, like, two streams, so... How do I right, yeah. You there, Badaron. Welcome to the Drowning Witch. Sit wherever you like, mate. I'll be with you in a... I am Badaron, alright. Who's asking? Ah, I heard as I've got a job for a capable adventurer, you say? Well, you're bloody right. Just so you're fairly warned, though, this ain't no job for the faint of heart. Things are liable to get downright bleeding airy. I can't tell if this guy's got a pirate accent or Cockney accent, but if you think you're still interested, let me know and I'll fill you in on the details. Alright, I think that's what I've already got on, but yeah, go ahead and give me the Allegan bronze pieces. Phoenix down. Revive an incapacitated player. Ah, with a party. Interesting. Some more quests popped up. Hold on. What do you want? We all know how it feels to have had one too many. That's why I'll not fault our patrons for much of what goes on at our tables. But is it too much to ask that they keep their belongings on their person when they leave? It wouldn't bother me so much if half of them didn't show up a week later, ranting and raving as if their drunken heedlessness was somehow my fault. Take this impressive-looking journal right here. As oft-used as it seems to be, I've no doubt its owner is tearing up the town searching for his prized possession. A stranger he was, a swarthy Rogadin who enjoyed his drink. Seemed to be getting on well with one of our regulars. Quintanane? Perhaps you could still catch up with him and spare me the headache. I'd offer you a free drink, but last time I did that, Badaron docked my wages. Okay. And what about you? Dangerous madman about town. You're either a brave man or a fool, friend, to be wandering the streets of Limsa today, what with the slasher of Fisherman's Bottom on the loose. Not the slasher of Fisherman's Bottom. You've not heard? There's a madman about. Why, it said he brandishes blades so long and sharp that they could gut a whale. No one's seen any blood yet, but that doesn't stop the rumors from sending shivers up spines in every alehouse in town. That you're still standing before me tells me you don't scare as easily as the rest. Perhaps you could assist with the investigation. To start with, you might want to look into that scream I just heard outside. Les Shutter. Okay. Interesting. I don't know... because those are plus... the blue plus... quests, so that means they unlock stuff. I don't know what those are all about, though, but... cutscene. Thank you for taking the time to help me out. Now, I'm sure you're busy, and I'll come straight to the point. Word has it, some suspicious-looking buggers have been sneaking in and out of this Satasha Sea Grot, and I need a trustworthy sort to head up north of Aleport and find out who they are and what they're up to. Don't sound like much, I know. But it weren't so long ago as the Fishbacks, pet pirates, paid us an unwelcome visit, and folk are feeling a bit nervous. If you would permit me, Master Badaron, I should be happy to elaborate. Well, well, if it ain't the Chief Yellow Jacket himself. To what do I owe this rare honor, Commodore Raynor? Come to make sure me patrons are behaving, or just thirsty? Neither, in fact. I was informed you had requested an adventurer to assist in my investigation, so I came to offer what information I could sift from recent reports. Over the course of the past moon, there have been several sightings of an unfamiliar vessel off the coast of Aleport, in the vicinity of the Isles of Umbra. This information came to my attention no more than a few weeks after a squad of my own soldiers had completed a routine patrol of the region, the Satasha Sea Grot included. Their search revealed little, save that a family of Curls had taken up residence in the caves. Nothing to concern us, in short. In light of recent developments, however, it would seem wise to search Satasha again. But with the Sahagin testing our defenses daily, I am loath to assign the task to the limited forces at my disposal. Our line is stretched as it is. Thus, I sought the services of a competent adventurer to conduct an investigation in our stead. Any aid you can offer in this matter would be greatly appreciated. Right. Then it is settled. Satasha is located in western Lenoskia. For more detailed instructions on how to reach the place, I suggest you consult Vimelpa. She can be found at the ferry docks on the lower decks. You heard the man. Good luck to you, lad. Roger. Now, Quintanane. Doing squats over here? Have I seen who? Look, just because I spend more nights at the winch than in my own home doesn't mean I'm mates with every sod who comes stumbling through the doors. Wait a minute. That bloody book. Why didn't she say so sooner? The tight-arched bastard drained 20 flagons and promptly passed out, leaving yours truly to foot the bill. Said he was heading for Aleport. Aye, where else, the scurvy sop? Nymea willin'. He's still stranded at the ferry docks, though the gods know it won't help me get Gil. It won't help get me Gil back. Right. Okay. So where needs I go? Lower decks, I suppose. Aha. Yes, but... Herb. Okay, well, there's something right over here. Flustered man and disgruntled madam. What have you to say? My blades! I must have my blades! What are you waiting for? That's him, the slasher. Apprehend him, toss him in jail, and throw away the key. Or gut him and feed his lifeless body to the sharks for all I care. Just do something. Woe is me. Whatever did I do to deserve this cruel fate? For 6 moons I saved every last gill of my husband's hard-earned wage, foregoing new shoes, a new purse, sometimes even food for our children, all in anticipation of this day. What's so special about today, you ask? Why, this day marks the arrival of a world-renowned aesthetician in Limsa. My endless patience and self-control were to be rewarded with a hair-raising transformation that would have every fashion-conscious Leminson oohing and ahhing in admiration. Instead, I find myself accosted by this lecherous lout. Speaking of which, weren't you going to do something about this? Go ahead, have your way with him. I doubt he has anything to say for himself. No matter what I say, all I receive are accusations and looks of horror. I swear this is not what it seems. Do you doubt me too, friend? I have to express my doubt, it says. Whoops, that's not... Where is it? Doubt. Oh, the ignominy of it all. Of course you take her side. For shame, is there not one sympathetic ear in this entire nation? An artiste of my renown should be welcomed with open arms and a 21 cannon salute. Instead, I am branded a criminal, the tools of my trade, nay, the extensions of my very soul, ripped unceremoniously from my person like barnacles from the side of a frigate. I will not last long in my weakened state. No, even as we speak, the world around me grows dim. With my dying breaths I speak unto you 3 names, 3 kind souls who may yet put right what has gone so frightfully wrong. Forge Master Hananza of Naldik and Vimeles, Guildmaster Beatin of the Gridanian Carpenters Guild, and Severin at the Alchemist Guild in Ulda. If there's an ounce of compassion in you, seek them out, and tell them Jandalain sent you? When my soul is restored and my name rightfully cleared, all of Limsa, nay, the entire realm will sing your praises. For I, Jandalain, am none other than the Right. I need to speak to somebody. Yes, the Guildmaster down there. I figure I might as well do this all while I'm here. Hananza! You remember me? I have something to tell you. Jandalin sent you. Let me guess, the barmy fool's lost his tools. Pardon me, the appendages of his very soul again, and is thrashing and tossing like the end of days is nigh. The man brings it on himself. If he toned down the theatrics and went about his work like an earnest craftsman, I dare say he'd save himself these misunderstandings. No, I've not a whit of sympathy for the fool. You, however, have my pity indeed for having to play audience to his whinging. Any road, this should shut him up for a while. Tell him that if he loses these, I'll graft the next pair into his bloody hands. Right. Okay. That's not where I need to go. Yeah, I guess go down here. If you have business with me, be quick about it. My fairy and my next great adventurer await. I have a journal. An impressively bound journal, unceremoniously forgotten under a table at the Drowning Winch. My journal! Why, I thought I had lost it forever. Pardon my rudeness, friend. Perhaps I should have stopped after 19 flagons. Har har. Is this guy taller than me? I think he is. Did you steal a glance at its pages, perchance? No? A shame that, for this book contains, how might I say it, a record of my numerous adventures. Quite the inspiring read, if I do say so myself, which I believe I just did. Har har! Knee slapper. You've the air of an adventurer about you, if one still untested. But take heart, even the most accomplished adventurer, and I speak from personal experience, was once a whelp with more dreams than sense. Were there only some way for me to repay your... But of course! I've a fresh journal right here that might as well have your name on it. Why not keep a record of your own, that one day we might regale each other with stories of our deeds? And with that I shall be off, for adventure, and a flagon or 20 of the realm's finest ale calls me. Fare you well on your journey, and next time you find yourself at the winch, do thank that Ellison fellow for his generosity. Har har! Right. Give me potions, I guess. The challenge log. Okay. Did I not have this before? Ah. Weekly challenges. I see. But it's not that, it's logs. It's one of these. Wasn't it logs? Challenge log, yeah. Right. I see. Well, these are about to reset anyway, so don't need to necessarily worry about these, but right. Well, that's good to have, I suppose, but it's not all that important. Oh, that's the Rogues Guild, yeah. Okay. Melpa. You hear about Commodore Rayner's investigation? Then you'll want to board a ferry bound for Aleport. Once you arrive in western Lanoskia, though, you'd best pay a visit to the Hall of the Novice before you blunder into Satasha. The Adventurers Guild runs the hall, and the folk there will prepare you, train you with the skills you'll need to face the dangers undoubtedly waiting for you in the Sea Grot. The hall is on the way to Satasha, just north of Aleport. Head inside, and one of their seasoned adventurers will take you in hand. Best of luck to you, friend. Okay. Well, off to Aleport, I suppose. This is the place I walked to the other day. I say the other day, it was a few months ago, but a few streams ago. Right. And the Hall of the Novice, I looked this up earlier, prepares you for multiplayer dungeoning. So now there's more quests here now. Excellent. And tons of fates, but they're a bit beyond my level at the moment. yeah, so this is gonna teach me about doing, like, dungeon diving with other players. Which I'm looking forward to. I just hope I can actually, like, there's enough people on when I'm around that can actually do it with me. Well, there's somebody. On a wing and a prayer. Ahoy, adventurer! My tub sails soon, and I have to have me a little something for the journey. The dusk bats are flying. Think yourself lightsome enough to bring me 5 wings? 4 won't do, and 6 is no good, mind you. Welcome you are to keep any surfeits, as long as you know what to do with them. You'll bring me the wings? Sure. I mean, I can try. That's up there, I see, yes, yes. Hello? Is it outside? Ah, you I need to speak with anyway. Yellow Jackets want to know if I'm hiding more jackals? Fine, I'll come clean if it means preserving me liberty. All the jackals are long gone, but there's a wolf pup I was looking after not too far from here. Jackals are easy to come by in Aleport, but wolves, you can be sure folk will pay good money for. And I see I have a viewer. Hello, viewer. I cannot see the chat, because I normally stream to nobody, so I don't bother keeping the chat up, but I hope you enjoy the stream and stick around for a little while. With the Yellow Jackets breathing down my neck of late, though, I haven't had time to take care for him. The poor thing's probably too weak from hunger to move. I'll tell you where I hid him, but if you want to take him, best move now. Well, with the Curls running around wild, killing the pirates, jackals, and all, it won't be long before they start snooping about for more animals to train. I have to warn you, though, he may be a pup, but he'll likely make a meal of anyone who gets too close to him. Try winning over his stomach with this here succulent bone. If that ain't enough, try rubbing his belly to soothe him. You can bet he'll be following you everywhere. I left the critter in Quarterstone. Hurry before the pirates find him. Right. Ah, there's the quest. How do I get up there? That's a pretty dangerous spot. Keep your day job. Hark, enemy in the sky! Pull yourself together, Private. You've been trained for this, even if the only action you've ever seen has been street fights, tavern brawls, and fisticuffs over who cheated at checkers. First things first, I must ready the cannon. Now, to walk myself through the steps. Right. Make certain you are with Sucker, for aiming a cannon is no swift matter. So far, so good. I'll just get Smell and... Smell? That girl, always nowhere to be found when she's needed. Fine, Sarge always said to improvise. You there, adventurer. Limsa Laminsa has need of your service. Slow down the enemy while I arm the cannon. I'll be ready ere the 5th carcass is cold, I promise you. Okay. I can't jump off of here. Can I jump off of here? Yes, I can. And I have to remember how to do combat in this game. It's been a while. No, that's not the... Nope. 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 Okay. Okay, there's a couple of bat wings, but it's a different quest, of course. Okay. That's enough of those. So, I mean, I'll have to come back in that direction at some point. So I'll finish that later. Hello, seasoned adventurer. Ah, you must be the adventurer of whom the Yellow Jacket sent word. I hear you are to brave the depths of the Sastasha Seagra. Sastasha. That sounds better, yes. Sastasha Seagrad. The occupants of those caves are rumored to be as numerous as they are bloodthirsty. No matter what the epic tales would have you believe, strolling into such a den of savagery alone would be the height of foolishness. No, you shall need companions. And you shall need the training we here at the Hall of the Novice can provide. I strongly suggest that you study the fundamentals of group combat before continuing on your mission. The smith here oversees the training schedules. Speak with him and you can register for exercises tailored to your particular field of expertise. Hello. When you have mastered all that our masters have to teach, then it will be time to head north once more. Report to the Yellow Jacket Scout at the mouth of the Sastasha Seagrot, and he will furnish you with the details of your duty. Hall of the Novice membership granted. Now have access to Hall of the Novice. Designed especially for your chosen role, these solar exercises will teach you the ins and outs of party combat. You may access them at any time, either by selecting the Hall of the Novice from the duty section of the main menu, or by speaking with any of the smiths found in adventurers' guilds across Eorzea. Complete these exercises to receive a set of gear that will aid you in your journey. Okay. I need to take a water break. I do like this sort of bossa nova elevator music version of the Final Fantasy menu theme. There's Sastasha. Right, but I should do some things first. One of the smiths, as a dedicated member of the Adventurers Guild, I have been entrusted with the task of providing assistance to new adventurers. According to my records, you have yet to fully complete your training. You are under no obligation to finish the final exercise, of course. There is much to gain and not to be lost in the attempt. Right. Well, that's pretty helpful. How many of these are there? 8? Okay. Sure, I mean... why not? Training will be good. Ah, the battle theme. Listen up, novice. For this exercise, you'll be learning avoidance. As an enemy often tips his hand before a big strike, so save yourself some hurt and step clear of the impact. I already try and do that. Right. Alright, let's go. Training exercise is now underway. Wait. I guess I'm not supposed to actually attack. Because it won't let me. Run back and forth. Both foes at the same time. Hello? Huzzah! Yeah, that one's pretty easy. Outstanding. Learning to avoid the obvious attacks is a skill all adventurers need. Those who insist on standing still won't long survive the profession. And speaking of survival, perfecting each of my lessons will earn you a piece of armor to help you in your chosen role. You can also repeat the same lesson with the other masters and be rewarded with equipment that works best for students of their combat style. Here's your bonus for completing the exercise. Right. Yeah, it'll be nice to have a nice, clean, matching set of gear for once. So, yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and do these while I'm here. Again, not the most exciting, it's glorified tutorials, not the most exciting content, but gauntlets. Didn't I just that is something though. I did just buy new gear last time. That is a little disappointing, but I mean, this gear I might keep if I ever decide to do any of the other classes, but because it has materia slots and everything. But look at those. Right. Execute a combo. Alright, listen up, novice. When it comes to your place in a party, you're the wall of steel what takes the enemy's hits. Soaking up the pain and keeping your mates safe, that's what you need to focus on most during battle. Enmity is a measure of how badly a foe wants to kill you, and it's your job to be at the top of every enemy's list. So for this exercise, you'll be learning about enmity and how to build it. Remember to bolster yourself with iron will before every battle. That'll get your foes to notice you nice and early. The best way to establish yourself as a threat is string together some nasty combinations. In your case, I'd start out with a fast blade and follow it up with a riot blade. Right. Yeah, this is basically what I do already in every fight, but... Fast blade first, riot blade second. Okay. Just testing out if that works. Right. And that's it. Okay. Super easy. Because it's already exactly what I do. Use that combination in battle and you'll build all the enemy you need. Execute a combo in battle. Ah, on a proper opponent. Soak up the pain and keep your mates safe. You do that by directing the foe's enmity onto yourself. Allies still standing at the end of the fight, I'll count that as a win. Right, am I allowed to do anything else? Or do you just want me to do that combo? Would have helped if you got out of the way, but, you know. Combinations are a fine way of building enmity. When a party is relying on you to take the hits, you need a reliable method for grabbing the enemy's attention. Right. Level up. I can't actually finish this because I gotta go do the other gladiators thing. So, perhaps I'll head back to Olda. Well, let me finish the quests I've got around here, and then I might head back to Olda to end off. This stream. And I'll do the gladiator quest next time, and then finish Hall of the Novice after that. Huh. Uh-oh. Hello, little feller. Mew mew. Baby Curl looks at you affectionately. Huh. Right. Yeah, let me, I guess go finish off a bunch of quests back in here. Ready to fire. I keep my promises, adventurer, and you keep your skills well honed, I see. A moment, I just received a dispatch. What? They weren't attacking Aleport? Well, that's... What, we're not important enough? They were just babies? Well, you'd have to be duller than a box of hair to fly at a cannon position, times being what they are. I suppose all's well that ends well, but I must admit, I was looking forward to putting my training to real use. I didn't join the Maelstrom to break up brawls, you know. Now I shall have to clean the cannon. That's unfortunate. A superior eye patch. Tempting, but nah, give me the helmet. Ah, another quest, have you? I'm interested. How do I look with that helmet on? Oh, that's much better. Mountains out of molehills. She smells of salt, malt, and bad ideas. Well, I made a right mess of things the other day. Commander Falkbrida said she'd dock my pay if I pulled something like that again. At least I didn't get tossed in the brig like Kamel. I've been very chary since. Some of these words in this game, man, I thought I had a pretty good vocabulary, but some of these words, I swear they make them up. You could be certain of that. I've little enough coin as enough coin as let me try that one more time. I've little enough coin as is in the pay purse to slake my thirst with. But this time, there's a real attack on Aleport, and off I go to arm the cannon. Save Aleport from those bloodbaths on four legs, and we'll see what the commander has to say about my pay then. Adventurer, for Aleport and glory, slow down the horde. I'm certain to be ready by the time you slaughter 5. Right, well, I'll get to that eventually, TM. Scribbled. Against the Curls, I found a baby Curl. A defenseless baby Curl. I see. So this baby Curl is all that remains. It is truly a shame it came to this. Most of the jackals died fighting against Hurls, but it would seem you slew the pirate's last litter while saving this one. Let us at least take solace in knowing the bloodshed has ended. There is a bit of good news to be had, however. I received word not long ago that a group of pirates related to our investigation was taken into custody. To instigate such carnage without scruple, the true animals in this case have been placed behind bars. With any luck, their leader and remaining members will join them shortly. But what to do with this baby Curl? He seems quite fond of you, almost as if you were his father. The Yellow Jackets are not fit to care for a Curl, especially when full grown. We cannot simply release him back into the wilds. I suppose there is only one option. Friend, I leave this baby Curl in your capable hands. I'm sure you'll do what's best for him. Certainly. Hey, I get a minion. It'll still be several summers before his trademark whiskers grow out. And as cool as the airship minion is, wait a minute. Here, yes. Pure old kitten. Nope, nope. What am I? Minion guide. Curls are extremely proud and defiant creatures, even when young. Faced with insurmountable odds, a Curl will rarely shy away from a fight, choosing rather to perish in combat than run. This characteristic keeps Curl numbers low, but ensures the strength of those who survive. I see. Hello, little fella. Well, where am I going? Over here. Oh, there. Keep your voice down. Nobody's business bazaars, isn't it? You got what I asked for? Dustbat wings. Here you go. Them's the ones. And that's as pretty a job as I've seen. Know your way round a battle, eh? Well, that's just fine, thank you. Why, we sailors can be a superstitious lot, you know. Some of the crew might look at me odd-like for carrying bat parts. When the wind's done died and the water casks are dry, it's odd one day, overboard the next. What? No superstition about that. The Dusker's been my luck since I was a boy. Survived more than 2 weeks once on 3 bats I caught, trapped up at the top of an abandoned watchtower. Even ate a wing off one before I made up my mind to climb down the wall. This journey will be sailing past the Isles of Umbra, and I can feel the sea honing those reefs. The lights at Pharaoh's Sirius burn dim since the calamity, and I've always found it a mite too much like that old watchtower for comfort. I ain't been that affrighted boy for a long time. Ill-used, starved, and more than half mad, inching down that sandstone wall on handholds no bigger than the fingertip. But I'll have me 5 bat wings on every journey, just the same as that boy had. Right. You have more. Ahoy, Finn. It clean slipped my mind the last time, but I've another thing to ask of you. My bearings are lively on the water, but on land, well, I'm what you landlubbers call at sea. Got a letter that needs delivering, and you're the man for it. I went ashore on some rock on the voyage in, and a faded petticoat comes up to me. Says she's got a daughter in Camp Skull Valley, which she hadn't seen in years. Had tears in her eyes. Pretty eyes, too, for a woman past her child in years. She must have been a real beauty in her day. Always had a soft spot for tawny eyes, mayhap because the sea is a green-eyed virago, and the skies, her sisters, have eyes blue and red, grey and black. While this daughter of hers goes by Wiltswis. You'll take the letter to her? Sure. Where? Up there. Okay, well. I'll come back for that eventually. Ferry skipper. Take me back. The Isles of Umbra. Haven't been there. Don't know, can I not? It might be a bit beyond my level. I'm kind of curious though, but I need to go back to Limsa Laminsa and then fly to Ul'dah. How many quests do I have at the moment? 15, yeah. Ul'dah. And Western Thanalan. Don't actually have many quests back in Ul'dah at the moment, but maybe there'll be some more to pick up. I'm hoping so. I know I've already got 15 quests, but you know, a full journal of 30 quests would be quite a thing. Can I actually go to the Golden Saucer now? Is that actually a thing? I can go to the Golden Saucer? I'm not going to try that tonight, but maybe next time. I mean, obviously, I gotta pick up, the Gladiator quest, but, let's see. This track, the nighttime Ul'dah music, feels... I don't know how to describe it. It feels comforting. It feels nostalgic to me. I need to go over there. Okay. I might as well warp. Maybe save a couple of minutes. Get some water. Did not mean to do that. Let's see. It's in here, right? Yeah. We've come on behalf of Jandalane. I just furnished him with a fresh batch of... I didn't move the mic back. You've come on behalf of Jandalane. Why, I just furnished him with a fresh batch of my special creations last week. I realize the man's services are in demand, but it would be physically impossible for him to exhaust the entire supply so soon. Stolen, you say? An unfortunate turn of events indeed, if not entirely unexpected. You see, the man is something of a genius, and genius is often misunderstood by modest minds. Trust me as I speak from extensive personal experience. Yes, great minds must band together in trying times, lest the realm be deprived of our talents. And so I command you, deliver this parcel to Jandalane with all speed. Right. Before I forget, I just remembered I didn't put on the new shoes. There we go. Let's see, Gladiators Guild. That's the Miners Guild. That's not where I needed to go. I said Gladiators Guild. Mila. That old familiar feeling. Hail, Finn, you've come at a good time. I've another task I wish to assign you. The Immortal Flames and the Brass Blades have both requested the Guild's assistance in maintaining security at Camp Drybone, a vital outpost along the Royal Allegan Sunway. The Amalja have been raiding caravans with reckless abandon, creating significant disruption in trade. Ul'dah has a long, troubled history with the Amalja, so raids are not unheard of. However, this recent escalation must be addressed. Go to Camp Drybone and search for these raiders, Finn. I've already dispatched other gladiators to patrol the region, so I suggest you speak with one for more information. Right. Well, there's nothing else here. Let me head over to the Adventurers Guild. Killer instinct. It could happen to you. It could happen to me. It could even... no. Right, that's the only one that I can see here. As far as new quests available. Not in here. Right there. A well-heeled youth on Emerald Avenue appears to have been the beneficiary of some good fortune and may not be averse to sharing it. Do be careful with those. Break anything and I shall be forced to deduct it from your salary. Beg pardon? What is my loyal manservant carrying? Why, a not-so-small fortune in prizes ably won by yours truly in the Gold Saucer. You have heard of the Gold Saucer? Nay. You have heard of the Gold Saucer? Nay, ye gads, man, you might at least try to keep up with the times. It's only the Sultan's newest and finest place of entertainment. Thrill to the sight of majestic birds roaring down the straits at the chocobo races. Pit your wits against your peers at the triple triad tables. At the Gold Saucer, one can do all this and more, and if you know what you're about, you'll walk out a wealthier man than you entered. If there's a better place to shake off one's cares after a grueling day of promenading, I have never heard of it. Did I mention that the female attendants are particularly easy on the eye? Wink, wink. But I dare say you'd rather discover them for yourself. Yes, I'll wager you're wondering just how in Thal's good name you can experience the wonders of the Gold Saucer firsthand. Am I right, or am I right? Ha! I thought as much. Well, since this has been my lucky day, I don't see why it shouldn't be yours too. I just so happen to have a spare golden airship ticket, you see. Consider it a gift from one eligible young man about town to another. Just show that ticket to the lovely girl in the uniform over at the landing, and you'll have a seat on the next airship bound for revelry and riches. Be fairly warned, though, you may expect no mercy from me should our paths cross at the triple triad tables. Nay, not so much as an ons. Interesting. Well. Let's see here. Camp Drybone. Where is that again? Ah, Eastern Thanalan. I haven't gone to Eastern Thanalan yet. Oh, right. Right, I did, though, the first time I played this game, all those years ago, because I did do this quest, I think, and it sent me out there, but I haven't been that way yet. And I was wondering, like, when do I go out there? I remember visiting some place, but yeah, now, okay. So I will head that direction. I may not get there tonight, but, let me see, because hunting log... What's the last thing I needed for this? Spriggan Grave Robber. Which should be out here in this area, which is not really on the way, but where's the chocobo? I'll take a chocobo to Blackbrush Station and then try and find those. I want to finish off that hunting log. Blackbrush Station. Dun 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 dun. Right. Speaking of spirit, level 19. Well, I'm gonna go up this direction. See if I can't find anything. Ah, right, I see. Because it's melding materia, yes. Hello, fellas, don't mind me. Huh. Well, those things have gotta be around here somewhere, right? Dungeon. I mean, I've obviously killed one before. Blackbrush. Spriggan Grave Robber. In Blackbrush. I'm in Blackbrush. I couldn't be more in Blackbrush. They're not near the mines, surely. Surfer Cloud. Are they over down there by Lost Hope? I wonder. Perhaps back this way? Huh. Interesting. Sunbats. Might it be possible they're only out during the day? See, now we're in the clutch. This is not the same area. Yeah, maintenance is starting in about an hour. So I can't stream for too much longer. But I can't find hold on. I'm gonna try looking this up and see if I can't get some information about it. This is a completely, like, this isn't even actually a side quest, but I need to okay. Aha. Okay. They're actually... they're down there. No wonder I couldn't find them. They're, like, half the map away from where it says Blackbrush. So... you know, I want to clear the hunting log, the first hunting log, so I can unlock the second one. There they are. There. That's all I needed. Huh. And these... well... Central Thanalan, Western Thanalan, no giant tortoise, huh? Eastern Thanalan, yeah, there we go. Well, now I can start on all of that, but not for now. I want to try and get 2 Camp Drybone at least, perhaps, before logging off for the night, before the maintenance kicks in. Oh, there's a giant tortoise. Yeah, I might, I mean, you know, on the way. Well, I knew this was going to be kind of a short one tonight. You know, it's not, hasn't been the most eventful, but progress is being made, certainly. And if I can start next time doing this gladiator quest, then of course I can finish the Hall of the Novice stuff and go into I assume, my first dungeon with the pirates. So that'll be fun. Got an Achievo for finding the first, finding the new place. Not so dry bone, if you ask me. There's... okay, yeah. Tons of quests to gather up here. Yeah, I did a bunch of these quests last time, so... I say, you know, as in when I played the first time years ago, I came through here for the Gladiator quest and did a bunch of these things. There's some more stuff for my hunting log, so... but yeah, so I've already done a bunch of this. Hate to sort of retread old ground, perhaps, but... I mean, I really don't remember much of this, because it was one of the last things I think I did. Okay, there's that hunting log done. Well, mind if I drop in? Bro's got a full-on motorcycle. Wow. Okay. Lives of Camp Drybone. There we go. Good morning to you, adventurer. I am Popo Nagu, representative of the Adventurers Guild. I have a number of fine guild lives in my possession, which I will gladly allow you to undertake, if you prove yourself sufficiently capable, that is. You see, protocol dictates that I administer a trial guild live. Until you complete it, I can grant you no more. The Law 1. Despite the fact that Sultanate law clearly forbids any and all business dealings with the beast tribes deemed hostile, a goblin merchant has chosen to ignore the law and peddle his wares to the Amalja'a. The Brass Blades cannot allow this and seek adventurers to locate the merchant and bid him to cease. He is, however, by no means to be hurt. Goblins are considered harmless and will have been granted leave to conduct commerce within the city-state, so he asks that adventurers simply lead him away from Amalja'a lands towards central Thanalan. Right. Beckon to the gullible goblin Gutrix Sliverpix. Right. But I have to go in and like start that, right? Yeah. But I'm not going to do that right now, so. Tutusi, a dying wish. Are you come to grieve, sir? Have you lost someone dear? Ah, I see. Simply another fair adventurer come to our outpost. Well, in that case, I've an adventure for you. What say you to make for the plains to the east and carve me up 5 cuts of sirloin from some Myotragus nannies? We're tending to a wounded man at the inn who is close to death. We would like nothing more than to give him a feast of nice, juicy Myotragus sirloins for what might well be his last meal. Once you have the sirloins, take them directly to Sister Zozaru at the inn. Caitlin. Looking for a bit of work, are we? Well, it just so happens I'm looking for someone to put down some mongrels. 7 of the beasts. The bloody things have nearly overrun the area southeast of here. They attack the locals, livestock, aught that moves. You needn't show the foul things any mercy. This is quite a rainstorm we're having. Let me go get some more quests up here. Adama Landama. Arl. Be welcome to the Church of Saint Adama Landama. I am Sister Eril. Gather you are on no pilgrimage. You look to be an adventurer. If so, might I impose on you to help tend the lich yard while you're here with us. The graves here far outnumber we who keep them. Alone we cannot possibly do all that needs to be done. Would you see to gathering up the old offerings currently laying about outside? I made a note of at least 6 during my last rounds through the yard. You have troubled yourself to come all this way. I wonder if I might trouble you a bit further. As you well know, we keep a lich yard here. The scent of death's decay draws blowfly swarms, which are as unclean as they are unwelcome. Slay 5 of these pestilent swarms, and the church will be in your debt. Right. But again, I mean, I know it's right here, and it would be easy to do those. But I want to get up to here and get that quest first. You know, get all the quests and then I'll knock them out next time. Right. Is there not a chocobo? There is, I missed it. Okay. Lululo. I thought miners were hard and rugged souls. I had no idea they could be so craven. You look like someone who can handle himself. Care to kill some pests for a Lalafellan lady? I'm supposed to be leading a dig among the ruins east of here for mithril deposits. But once the miners I hired saw the vandalous imps in the area, they all turned tail and fled. Slay some of the bloody buggers for me, would you? 4 dead imps should keep the others away and put the miners' mind at ease. Right. Look at that thing. It's like a giant one of those, I guess. Yeah. Well, I suppose I'm gonna head back to Camp Drybone talk to the Chocobo Porter, find a good place to settle myself, and in-stream there. Here. There's the Chocobo. Hold on. There you are. Okay. Huh. That's, an unfortunate situation there, it looks like. The eternal sleep. Well, you know what? I assume these are stools of some kind, and or are these inn tables? I don't know. I don't know what I'm looking at. Well, this bed seems to be unoccupied. So, here, sit. Alright, well, that's going to do it for this time. I need to log off before the maintenance starts. But hopefully you enjoyed. And, yeah, next time, got a bunch of side quests to do around here, including, most importantly, the Gladiator quest. Then I'm going to finish the Hall of the Novice stuff, and then the plan is to do It's Probably Pirates, the main scenario quest, which I assume will be in a dungeon, so that will be fun. But anyway, I gotta log off and go record an episode of Undertale, so I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Bye.